Right, welcome to the YouTube people. Hello, people on YouTube. Today, Valorant PvP, blah, blah, blah. You can probably read the description. It says what's going on down there. Our first map is going to be Icebox, which is the pick of our Discord boys. We appear to be ready. Awesome sauce. Let us get into the games. Right, so welcome to the casting desk, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me 5 seconds while I very quickly sort of move the stream around. Now, of course, we've got our first phase of Valorant here, which is where we, of course, get to see our teams. And I just realised the overlay side of things is not going to be right. Good old Valorant. Or maybe it will turn out to be right. Who bleating knows? There's only one way to find out with Valorant, and that's to just go ham with it. Oh my god, this thing is chugging like shit. But we will be heading into this regardless. Now, of course, we've got our wonderful two teams here. So we're going to be seeing on the side of, I believe the overlay for the in-game might be the wrong way round, in all honesty. So in that regard, I do kind of apologise for that. Unfortunately, I just did a bit of a stinky there and I'm just a muppet. So here we go. Let's get into our games now. There we are. Right, let's head into things. I do apologise for all the technical issues we're having. It's a lesson learned. Really need to focus on this thing more on each game. So there we are. Right, we're in the game now and we are in the buy phase. I believe that, so the blue team is the SGS. Contrary to what the overlay says, the overlay is very wrong. So instead, I'm just very quickly just going to let this first round sort of play out here. And I'm just going to quickly head and quickly swap that overlay around just so it doesn't confuse anyone, because anyone who's joining the stream probably look at it and go, those teams ain't right, and it's going to be very confusing. So I'm just very quickly going to swap those two around here and have no biggie of it. There we go. Right. Export. Let's go. And our first round is underway. Obviously, you guys know by now. I don't know Val, I don't know what I'm doing. So, I do apologise for this. Yes, just the one. Right, hopefully the overlay should swap around in just a second now. There you go. So, the overlay has swapped around and we're back into the game. Right, let's see what our players are up to. So, as you can see here, we've just got the players. Now, it seems like our attacking team, the red team, so the red team are attacking, it seems like they're making the play around A. Oh my god, I do not know what I'm doing. So we've got Nox up here, just absolutely spraying out people. Eddie getting the first frag of the match onto Spyfox, just shutting him down. Lovely little melee coming out from Nox there. And the players are just compressing on to Nox. However, what they little do they know is Gavin's already on site and ready to make a play. Puts spray towards Noah, takes Noah down with a headshot and manages to clutch it out. And what seemed like a starting strong round for the Al Discorders very quickly devolved into something that just isn't the most preferable situation to be in. So instead, we're going to just move onwards. Now, as you can see, we've got the map overlay and you can actually see where people are looking. I do remember some buttons and instead I'm just having a look. So as you can see, we've got our players just looking at our attacking team, seeming like they're going to be making that A push again, that initial A push. Now, we do have Spyfox ready on A with the Sova Bolt, which will likely catch out the players early. So there it goes. But the Recon Bolt very quickly gets shut down by the members of our Discord. So we're just seeing Joe up there. Oh, that's Noah actually on the jet. So very frag heavy. Doesn't surprise me that's who Noah is going to be wanting to play. I'm going to be seeing fire coming out here from Spyfox, taking a bit of hit in some gunfight, but also chipping a giant amount of health off Joe on the Marshall. And Noah just getting the shutdown straight on to Spy with not much time left to move, and we're just going to be seeing where this goes. Now Noah is just sort of trying to get over there and making it way onto site, and the members of the SGS are just going to have to try and get a retake here. Nox engaging the gunfight with Noah, shutting him down, and now Gavin's going to start to move in, and Nox just taking the second out onto Eddie, leaving Joe in a 1 versus 2 situation. However, and he's still got the spike, he's got to put it down, he's got 40 seconds, and Nox just going to be able to shut Joe out and well, win the second round in a row for the SGS boys. And now this is a good chance for our Discord boys to just kind of sit, and they're seeming to be re-evaluating. We're going to be seeing the Spectre. And let's have a look at here. So as you can see here, so far, Nox is just really doing a lot of the heavy lifting there for the SGS guys. And of course, then you've got Noah and Eddie doing quite a bit of lifting for our Discord team. However, it doesn't seem to be enough. Now, it seems like they're finally having a switch of strategy. And it seems like Joe's going to be making his way down to the blue site. However, I think that he's going to be very early, get caught on by Gavin here, who's just going to be sitting there with the Vandal. However, Joe just outguns him, shuts him down. And Joe just getting that old orb up with it seems like Nox getting ready on the flank here. However, question is, Spyfox seems like he's going to be meeting them first and getting ready to shut them down. Spyfox just shutting down Eddie, easy peasy kill, and just going to be slowly rotating around. Joe seemingly has a rough idea of where Spy was. However, here comes Nox on the flank, and Nox and Spy are just going to be smart here to sandwich Noah. He doesn't seem like he's really going to have a lot to do here, and there you are. These two. There you go, Noah gets Spy, and that's a 1 versus 1 between Nox and Noah. This could go either way here. However, do keep in mind that Noah has to be the 1-to-1. Alarm bot on the Killjoy there. Hello, and the tag team between the Spybot gives Noah's position away, takes off a chunk of his health, but isn't enough to shut him down. Of course, Nox still on full health here, so we've got plenty to go. Noah sees the swarm grenade, but time is pushing on with only 30 seconds to go. Noah's going to have to make something work here, because right now, as it stands, takes out a little Killjoy thing that I don't know the name of, and it's a head-and-head gunfight, but Nox barely on 6 HP is able to secure the frag onto Noah and just take that 3rd consecutive round. I mean, can I say I expected a coordinated team to win the first few rounds? And the answer to that one is no, because in all honesty, when it comes to these, as I said earlier, the Special Game Service boys are very well rehearsed as a group, and they know how each other play. Mostly our Discord guys have only played together very, very briefly, which of course will change up how the early dynamics of the game will go. However, I imagine as the game goes on, there will be more heading out. Now, we're going to be seeing, it seems like a more spread out take here coming out from our Discord guys here, with just Joe and Gavin just engaged in a little bit of a sniper duel here. Spy sees one, and he's got the Odin, and he just gets shut down, immediately taken out of the competition there by Noah and Eddie, just tag teaming on him, which puts the SGS guys in a 3 versus 2. Nox is going to be taking a little bit of damage from Noah, and Nox gets one with by a trap thingy that I don't know the name of, and it just leaves Gavin here in a 1 versus 2. Now the question is what is he going to do? And it seems that for the time being, he knows he's got the spike. Joe died with the spike, very far from his team. So his team, so the Discord guys are going to have to go and retake that spike. But of course, the advantage to this situation is Gavin knows they're going to be coming to him. Anyways, he gets the swing onto Eddie, just leaving it between Noah and Gavin. And Gavin just been able to clutch out the round there with some amazing fragging. The ultimate of Killjoy Jet there, just not coming in handy enough to really do a lot. So, moving to our 4th round now, and keep in mind it's been 4 flawless rounds now. The mental game of the Discord guys has to be low at this point. I must be sort of losing out and worrying about what can occur. Now, keep in mind it's not the end of the world, this is only the first map. And this is a frag heavy map, and I believe that's what the Discorders were thinking when they took the teams to it. Obviously, if you're aiming for a frag heavy map, what you're going to end up in. And Gavin just very quickly shutting Joe down with the operator and dropping the smiley face in chat, leaving Noah and Eddie in a very hard situation here. Now Noah's up there, he just spots Nox but doesn't go for the shots, but doesn't seem like they're aware of Noah's position yet. And Eddie's just going to be rotating now through T spawn. But Gavin on the orb, just going on an absolute rampage with it, and the operator there, just leaving Eddie down in a 1 versus 3. However, he does have the spike, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be planting it. It seems like the first one he's going to be walking in onto is Nox, and Hello sees him there, missed the shot with a Marshall, and Nox just spray from the Vandal, secure it out for the defending team. 5 rounds running, not too bad. Not too shabby looking for the SGS boys. Of course, it is a totally different side of the story in the armour, in the our Discord camp. Now, I'm going to be seeing teams here just getting ready for their next round. I'm going to be seeing the our Discord boys just going. Now, it seems like what they're going to be doing here is they're going to be forcing their way down mid rather than worrying about the sites. And this is what I said earlier about that very frag-heavy introduction to the round. It's going to be very frag-heavy. It seems like they're just doing a joint push right across all of mid. Joe running out the ult, not going to be able to secure too much with it. However, Noah's very much in there, and they're in a gunfight. Spyfox just able to take down Eddie. Joe taking out Nox, and Gavin here just watching it on that operator that he did save over from last round. Joe's healing himself up with the bottom of the fire. Noah's getting a drop onto Spy, shooting him in the back, and that just puts Gavin in a 1 versus 2. But as we know, Gavin wins these. He won it. He did a great time last time when he operates. Let's see what he does here. He sees Noah, misses Noah, and they know where he is. As you can see, Joe seems like he's going to be coming around for the flank with the Odin here. However, he will be slow, noisy, and heavy. But the question is, will Gavin notice? And the answer seems to be no. First round finally going in the favour of our Discord. Joe getting in the little tea bag there, as you would expect to see. So we're hitting halfway through. We're just about halfway through of our first half now. I guess the first quarter of the match, I guess you could say, is going 5-1 in the favour of the SGS. Now, do keep in mind, it is not, excuse me, not the end of the world. As I said, the our Discord boys will get better as they learn to coordinate with each other. However, it seems like Gavin's getting ready here. Make very aggressive plays onto the our Discord guys. And it just seems like the our Discord team are trying the same method again. Just a very aggressive push down mid. So we're going to be seeing what happens here. We'll watch it from the upper POV because it's cool. But Gavin's ready, ready round it all, and he knows what's coming, and he's ready with the flank, it seems. And he's blinded by Joe, and Joe's going to be trying to spray him through the wall. He is lit up a little, and he just thinks better of it, pushes back, and instead is about to catch Eddie off. But Eddie's able to shut him down. Spyfox, and just Spyfox on a rampage here, crippling what little the our Discord had going for them. Spyfox just misses out Noah there, and it seems as if Noah is in another unwinnable situation. Or instead just hold on to the operator. No, it could be wise here to take the operator. However, Nox is going to be right there to say, Nox, who's there? And he says, I'm here and I'm ready to shut you down. And that is exactly what he did. And managed to secure that orb back for Gavin, which is a game of tug of war with this operator in a minute because it seems to be the one that affects the rounds. So, well, that our Discord win streak was short-lived. They've still got plenty of time now. They don't seem like they're having a direct strategy this time. Instead, having a knife fight in spawn, getting ready for things to go. Now, it seems like what they might be planning to do is let the SGS come to them, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. But instead, they're not going to be doing that and going for an A push, which will run them directly into the sight lines of Spyfox up there with the Odin. So he's perfectly capable of taking out a group. He knows they're coming. That Sova bolt is just too good. And Nox is just going to be moving in for reinforcement with the swarm grenades and alarm bots of the Killjoy, which will surely do a lot. Spyfox gets the first with the Odin. And now it's going to be Joe. Joe just spotting out Spy there. However, Spy is instead going to be dropping down, and it seems very much going to be getting ready to get the pick onto Eddie, who's just going to be rotating around, getting picked up by Spyfox, putting Joe in another 1 versus 2. Doesn't seem favourable right now. Joe is getting very much lit up by Spider, and Spy is just able to use the ultimate of Sova to just spray Joe through the walls. I mean, who knew that's what Sova could do? Totally not me. Fuck if I know how this game works. I'm just being told to play it and stream it. Budget Hanzo, that is very true. And Spyfox seems like he's about to have some repercussions of his own there.
Careful.
But instead, we're going to be seeing like our Discord are going to be trying that very strong that focus on mid there again, as it's worked for them quite a few times now, and it wouldn't surprise me if it works. I do forget I can hold up thingy and you can actually see the map. Look at how cool that is. You guys can see the map. It does show the time very funky. Anyway, back to the mid push. Noah goes straight up to, I don't know what that's called, but instead Joe's going to get the first pick onto Nox there with the Marshall, which is basically a shitty AWP. Spy seems like he's going to be getting ready to swing out onto Joe. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. Eddie's going to be having a gunfight with Spy. Spy's going to win it with the Odin. There comes Noah. And Noah is just losing the fight, and just a very quick clean-up. They didn't even get to see Gavin using the AWP on Joe. Just shutting them down and sort of just tearing them apart. Now, his frag-heavy style seems to be going really in the favour of the SGS here. And that's a problem for our Discord, because out of all the maps, if you ask me, the frag-heavy ones are the easiest ones to win just on raw skill. You don't need as much teamwork on the frag-heavy map. And of course, what ends up happening, if you don't have the frag-heavy, well, if you can't be pulling out the frags, what hope do they realistically have for the likes of the other maps, which are a bit more medium? Now Joe's just taking out the thing there. I just can't believe I just said the thing. Hello Noah. Nox sees him, but it's just midst of a reload, so cannot, and said Joe's going to be getting lit up a little by Joe, but Joe just able to get a clean headshot on Fox. That was a clean headshot. Put in Nox, Gavin and Spy in a 1 versus 2. Now Gavin's got this whole range locked down with the operator,
exactly where you
but
are.
Cypher's uploading and their positions seemingly have been revealed, letting the Discord boys know what's going on. Now Gavin, of course, just on that AWP, shutting down Joe. Spike's down, and it's just very much a tale of two sides at the minute. And it seems like we're going to be seeing a vertical fight here. Spy putting out a recon bowl, however, maybe not at just the right time. And Spy just not getting shut down by Eddie, causing him to just go on an absolute rampage with that Odin. Now, in a sense, almost the problem with Valorant in the economy is you do save your weapons in between rounds. Now, the biggest key about you saving your weapons in between rounds is when you're saving your weapon, if you're winning rounds consecutively, it means you're going to be having more weapons consistently. So really, it would be in one of our Discorders' interests to break the operator away from the SGS boys. However, as you see there on the scoreboard, their credits are still incredibly high, and as a result, it's just going to mean that... Oh, Joe again, just getting that clean shot onto Nox. He seems he's got that shot mastered now. That's the second time in a row he's putting it. Spy Fox getting ready to come out with the Odin. Gets Joe, gets Eddie. Just a monster on that Spy. And now Joe... Now Noah's stuck in a 1 versus 2, gets lit, lights up Spy Fox a little, however not enough to take him out. Instead, just going to be rotating around on the jet and seeing if he can spot. However, it seems like Gavin's going to be the first one here to come into Noah's way. Just watching him down with the AWP, and it seems like he's probably going to get the kill. First kill, Noah knows. Hello, Noah sees him, and instead it's just a very brilliant situation here. Gavin comes down, sprays at Noah. Noah doesn't really know what's going on here, and he just gets traded out by Spy Fox, who just comes in out of the left there, and he just pins Noah down and ruthlessly got him. Now, it's last round here before the half ends, and this, of course, is indicative of a few things. Now, this, of course, is indicative of a few things. This is the our Discorders boys to opportunity to turn it around. However, perhaps it's not the best idea, considering that perhaps they're only going to need to win more. The our Discorders are simply going to need to win more rounds, because otherwise, what's going to happen? But instead, Joe's going to be announced in that they're bringing judges. Seems like they're bringing judges. However, that's not much against a sniper rifle of Nox, who's just going to Spy Fox and just leaving Eddie in a 1 versus 3 for the final half, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to grab anything. Hello down there, the judge. Hello, he's right there, Marshall. But the out of Noah comes out. The killjoy out could potentially do some work here, and it does. Judge leaving leaving Nox in a 1 versus 3. Hello, he sees the duel. Noah's getting ready for the fight now. And it seems like Noah actually has a chance at winning this engagement. However, Noah knows exactly where he is and is instead going to be just spraying onto Nox. Now, Nox picks up the Odin, knowing that's what he needs to win this. Noah's probably not going to be expecting it, so instead he's going to bait him out and get sprayed by him. Very clever play here by Nox to grab. But Noah's going to be planting, which of course is going to mean Nox is going to have to come right at him with that Odin. Now, the key is the Odin is going to just shred. If Nox pre-fires this, Noah's dead. Keep in mind, Noah has no health. And, as expected, Nox pre-fires it. Noah has no health. He can't do much about it. Spike, while it was down for the first time all game, the Noah Vale and the SGS are going to be clutching this one out. And that is the end of our first half. A very dominant showing here from our SGS squad. Very dominant, but it's now the pistol rounds, or the eco rounds, as you sweat/nerds would call them, because fuck actually calling things by their real names. And that is, of course, going to be a massive effect on how things play out, because the problem is, as you can see here, all the SGS guys have to do is win 2 rounds. They've just got to win 2 of this half of 12. They have to win 2 out of 12 rounds, and they've won. Whereas the Discord boys have to take it all. It's going to be a very hard showing for them, and likely, in all honesty, I think this map's all but lost at this point for our Discord gang, but it doesn't seem like it's going to stop them from trying. Got the Frenzy and the Classic and the Sheriff. Who shot the Sheriff? Well, let's find out which one of the SGS boys takes him down, because that's about as much faith as I've got right about now. And instead of getting the knife onto Joe, Spy getting the shots off onto Eddie, just putting Noah in a 1v3. However, Noah's got the Sheriff. He's a good shot, but he's not good enough to hit Gavin. Now, Gavin knows where he is. The whole of SGS guys know where he is. But using that ability of the Jet, they're just going to rotate around quickly. Hello, and Nox knows where he is. Shuts him down with the ghost. And a flawless first round of the half for
Match
the
point.
SGS now on the attacking side. And it's do or die now for the other. Gavin just engaging in a little bit of shit talking down here, as we love to see from them. Yeah, it's a little bit of shit talking, and it seems as we're gonna have a brutal mid here. The Discord guys getting all up in mid, and seemingly SGS can be focusing around it too. It'll be very brutal. Let's see how this plays out, shall we? Guys, keep in mind you've got the mini map in the top right, top left of the screen, which will. And it's just going to be an absolute massacre down there. Eddie going in with the Bucky, but it's just putting Joe in a situation that I don't know if he's going to be able to win. And he gets taken out by Spy. And it is defeat to the SGS squad. Unfortunately, putting an end to their reign. Now, we're just going to take a quick 5-minute break before we get straight back into the second map, because that is the goal, and I don't know why the colouring on that has come funny. But we will be continuing on anyway. And the next map on our map veto was indeed Bind. So we're going to head on to Bind, and yeah, I'm just going to take a quick 3-min break real quick. And we're going to have a quick bit of a chat about that game. Let's get up, put the camera on, and drag the mic wire around. And as you can see, I've got my headset on now. And yeah, so there is our first map, and that was a pretty dominant showing from the SGS right there. No two ways about that. No way of sugarcoating it either, really. It was our Discord guys just didn't seem like they had much of a chance there, and there wasn't as much bite as I was expecting, and as perhaps we were expecting. They're just losing a lot of those easy gunfights, and it just seems like the pre-established coordination between the SGS guys is just thrashing what little fragging power, well, I say little fragging power, it's not really little fragging power, what fragging power that our Discord has, but it isn't just about the team play, of course. Our Discord guys are losing a lot of gunfights. Joe seems to be the only one consistently taking gunfights. You know, very early on with that mid push, they were very consistently pushing mid and succeeding with pushing mid. So there is that line in a sense. Is it, who is to blame for this? Who is going for this loss? But I can't say it's down to anything. Personally, of what we've seen so far, I just think the SGS are a better team, in all honesty. They're just showing they know what they're doing very dominantly, very strategically show. They know how to use their character abilities. They're brilliant at fragging. And most importantly, their teamwork's on the line. They know how they're playing this well. You can see they're coordinating with each other. Seemingly much better than our Discord guys are. Hello, Spy. How's going? Hello there indeed. So yeah, I was just saying how much better you are than the rest of them. How much better you guys are than the Discord guys. Your teamwork's just been impeccable so far, and the rest of it is going. I'm assuming you're enjoying this because you're getting to shut Joe up for a little while, and not going to lie, I would be happy too if we got to shut Joe up for a little while, but instead we can embarrass him by showing his terrible Valorant plays. I mean, there were some noteworthy plays in there, of course. Noel, that judge round on, I believe it was round 12, that was it. Round 12, I believe it was. No, with that judge, almost a clutch there. Very much almost a clutch. But we did see that pick coming up on Gavin picking up that Odin and just gunning Noah down. And Polyfox judge nearly worked. It did nearly work on them. And It scared you dead out. You're going to lose more than one round. Now, the question is, Spy, do you think you're going to be able to pull off a flawless game next? Because that is the question. I think it's less of a question of whether you guys are going to win. It's more of a question of how strongly you guys are going to win. So what do you think, Spy? How are you going on it? You think we're going to have a strong... You guys are going to show up and do a flawless round? It's the goal, but accidents happen as well. Let's see if you can make it up now. Just give your team a 5-second warning. I'm just going to get back in the lobby and we're going to be going for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's head on to our second map. We've got Bind on our second map, which is a bit more of a mid-range map from the Wikipedia page. I don't know Valorant. This is interesting, but yeah. So, hop into it. Let's go into it and see how things go, shall we? Yep. Awesome. Right. I understand the teams aren't full. The teams are never full for this. Right. Let's head on to Bind, our second map of the day. There we are. We have our defenders and attackers. Now we're going to be seeing very similar picks as to last time. Now we're on the Jet. Now we're locking in the Jet. Eddie locking in the Cypher. Joe locking in the Phoenix. Spy on the Sova. And as I said, it's what you'll expect from him. However, we're going to be seeing a bit of a different lineup here from the SGS, it seems. They're going to be going with the Astra and Nox. Just Nox doesn't seem to be around at the minute. Not picking an agent, but we'll have to wait out anyway. Now, I don't know what Astra does, in all honesty. Cypher, I know, is a bit more of a spy. Jet and Phoenix are very good entry duelists, I believe the game is the term the game uses for them. Closing stream again. Bye-bye, Spy Fox. Love you lots. Good luck. I'm going to be seeing Neon coming out from the SGS. Now, I wonder how much they will know, because as you guys know, Neon is a newer agent to the game. And being much newer, Neon is definitely going to be posing a bit of a threat to their Discord team, because as I say, they're not as well rehearsed in Valorant specifically. It's specifically the Valorant they're not as well rehearsed in. And as a result, not being so well rehearsed in the Valorant, now I'm not entirely sure why that yellow is just really not showing up at all. So I'm just very quickly going to update that yellow on the stream very quickly. I think it's likely the green screen effect. Just the one. Right, there we go. It's updated on the stream. Now, I have no clue what Astra does here. Let's press F1 and have a look at our abilities, shall we? So she's got a gravity well, something cool. She's got some sort of pulse ability and concussive ability and some sort of smoke, it seems. Awesome, very, very awesome. Such a Gemini move, not going to lie. Now, it seems like the Al Discord boys here are going to be making a very early push right onto A, right into the sight lines of Nox on that Neon. So let's see how the first bit of this plays out here. Nox going to be having the ghost pistol. I'm just seeing Joe, shutting down Joe with the first frag of the map. Very easy, very early. And, of course, very interested. No, it's not even that interesting. It's just the first frag. Eddie, instead, going to be rotating through the bathroom here. Just sort of seeing if he can see if he can pick up anything. Noah, just going to be seeing... He might be getting behind the... Excuse me, behind the SGS here. Best question for where I'll be expecting it. Now, Eddie's about to walk into... a trap. Nox running around, sliding around, seeing him there. And he sees him there. Nox shutting down, second kill of the round, just leaving Noah in a 1 versus 3. He's going to be losing that Spy, getting the first round flawlessly in the favour of the SGS again. And of course, as Spy Fox said earlier, Spy is very adamant on having this be a flawless game for the SGS. So it'll be interesting to see whether he'll carry out on... And Eddie is now getting involved in the alcohol, as it just seems to be the play. 3 round Drew, love you, Gavin. Anyway, let's get right back into Val. Let's have a look at this Astra. It seems like Noah's just about to trip up on Astra. Hello, something little goes down there. I'm not entirely sure what that is, and it doesn't seem like Noah's entirely sure either. He's not sure whether to go near it or just to ignore it. But the rest of the Al Discord boys seem to be making a push onto A. He's making a push through B through long, whereas Noah seems to be going through the much more tight-knit corridors. Now, Nox is moving around. Spy is just getting ready. But it just Nox is going around for the flank. Now, Now Gavin's going to be pulling them in, whatever that means. And Spy just mag dumping that Odin. Eddie and Gavin just having a bit of a pistol duel here. Let's see who wins this one out. It's going to be Gavin, leaving Spy to just deal with a half health Noah. That he's going to be able to easily do with the Odin. And a second flawless round for Nox. Well, this round, this isn't the comeback we wanted to see from our Discord guys. Just seems like the SGS are crushing things out here, which I can't say I'm surprised by, but at the same time, I was somewhat expecting a bit more bite. But alas, it's not all about the bite, it's about other things, those other things being the quality of play. And the team are going to be needing some wild strategies coming from our Discord guys here to be able to win anything. Now that's the key with Valorant. I think you don't have as much player option as you do, let's say, something like Siege. So where we played Siege previous, are they going with the... No, they're not going with the Polyfox Judge. There's the Polyfox... You've got Gavin here on the Polyfox Judge, and I feel like Spy will shout at me if I don't just exclusively watch Gavin. So let's see what he does. He realises there's two of them, and he's actually going to be able to get both picks with the Polyfox Judge. Now he's going to be doing the disrespectful spray on their body. Noah is just going to be moving around with his Spectre, seemingly a bit clueless how to happen. He's just going to give me a nod. He knows what's coming. But of course, it's weather. How does it feel to die out love child? Joe, of course, is slightly closer with these guys, so it's going to be going that way. But it seems like Spyfox is going to walk straight into now. And the third flawless round in a row. I mean, are we seeing any... Is the old Discord team going to have any bite here at all? That's the real question. I don't see much bite happening here. Doesn't feel like there's going to be much of a comeback, and it just feels like we're just going to be seeing a flawless game. Now the question is, do we have that flawless game? Because that's what a lot of the SGS boys did want. They wanted a flawless game. That's what Spy said, going for the flawless round. So it seems as if we're going to be going with that flawless round. Or the theory of the flawless round. So we'll be going through it anyway. And let's get straight into it with Gavin going with the Bucky, the other shotgun in the game. Spy just 2 kills right off the bat with the Odin. Hello? That Discord, are you going to do anything? No, just sitting there with the Guardian. And the answer to that seems to be no. Spy getting an ace. Just with that Odin. Spy gets the Odin ace. I mean, yeah, things are just going down very quickly here. And just dominance here from the SGS. Flawless. It was... I'm going to make a little note here. It was the SGS and it was flawless. It was the SGS and it's flawless. It was the SGS and it's flawless. It was the SGS and it's flawless. Currently sitting at the board. The other squatters have no kills whatsoever. Spy just leading the charge with that Odin, but he seems to be swooping off it now. And going through it. Let's see what Nox does against Joe and the Odin. And Nox is going to be losing the gunfight to Joe. To finally, in the 5th round, the first frag going on the board for the Al Discorders. Joe just recharging up his health there. And Gavin with the shotgun, Spy with the Spectre. Spy is getting ready, but Joe seems like he's going to be fragging it out. And hello there, Noah. Losing, just shutting down Noah, and Spy's back on the Odin. This is where things can get very, very dicey. Spy is blind, mind you. Keep in mind by the icon on the screen, but it doesn't seem to be getting killed. And Spy just showing his continued dominance. And hello there. Joe sees him, Joe gets him, just leaving Joe and Gavin in a 1v1. Of course, keep in mind, Gavin has the shotgun, Joe has the Odin. The only advantage Joe has here is he is on half health. But the spike's going to be going down. And there you go. Let's see what happens here. The run it back knows what's coming. Joe's going to be spraying. And hello, but Gavin's got the shotgun. Gavin shuts him down. And while it got close there, it didn't lead to a loss. Spike, again, just picking up that Odin. Odin pick up and just throwing it down. Spike goes down, and the SGS win it. Not a flawless round. First round not to be flawless, but keep in mind that's 5 rounds in. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be much really to play at here.
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astral to play some stars.
And just the Al Discord guys seem like they're losing morale here. And it wouldn't surprise me if they are, to be honest. Having to play with guns in spawn, going with the... Having to go with the Polyfox Judge. They said they're not so Polyfox, they ain't got the Polyfox guns. But Doesn't matter. Nox is on the AWP, Gavin's staying with the shotgun, and Spy's got all the way up to the Vandal. Now it seems like the AWP's going to be getting ready to come into play here, but no. Just going to be getting narrowly caught, and the Discord guys are going to be moving through. And we're moving up through mid and getting out catching the sight lines of Gavin here, and they seem to have done a bit of a bait push for A, but now they're very much on B. And Gavin is now going to have to answer them, do something about this. Spike's going down, Gavin hears it, but is he going to do anything about it?
Spike planted.
He's going to be spraying at them. Nox is just going to be using the ultimate on that Neon to just do it for a shocking effect. Eddie getting on Nox and just leaving Eddie in a 1 versus 5, 1 versus 2 here. He's not going to be able to win it out, getting a bit sandwiched there. And again, Spike's being diffused, and the SGS guys have no sign of just seemingly showing down. They don't want to slow down. They want to do this, and they want to win this. And they're just winning it out really easily. It's a very little consequence, and it seems as if nothing is going to be changing anytime soon. So this little guy's going to be just shooting out and just bang, bang, bang. Chitty bang, bang indeed. And they're just going to be having a dance around in spawn, seemingly making that same B push. Or maybe they'll push up mid again. You never know. Options here, it seems like we're moving more towards B. Now, let's see how this happens here. Gavin's getting ready to meet them. Hits him up with a sheriff a little, falls back, and instead is going to be quite wise here, probably to pull out the shotgun. Now a bit of a shotgun brawl with Joe. Eddie moving in with the shotgun, Noah coming around with shotgun, and they've all got buckies, and they just explode onto B, taking the site, and it seems like they'll get the spike down. Seems like they're going to be getting the spike down once more. To no one's surprise, really. They're getting the spikes down. Joe getting Spy Fox, and the question is, will this be the end of the SGS's flawless half? Nox in a 1 versus 2. Going to get one, going to get the second, just leaving Joe now in a 1 versus 1, which is mildly terrifying for Joe, of course. But he's got the bucky. Something Nox hopefully realises by now. They've all got buckies. And Nox seems like he's going to be getting ready to pre-fire Joe. And hello, Joe misses the shot. Nox is able to clutch it. Nox gets the 1 versus 3 clutch, it seems, and is just going to be able to win the round. Nox gets a 1 versus 3.
I've faced worse.
And look at that. Nox 1v3 clutch. What an outstanding play from him on the 7th round there, but we're still 7 rounds in. And still not a single bit of bite coming from our Discord. This is going to be one of those games that's very over very quickly, and it just seems as if we're going to be heading that way. Now, of course, we've still got a couple more rounds to play, and you never know, we could see a change from the old school boys. And it seems like they're running with Shock and Aura at the minute. 3 Odins on the ball, and let's just see how this goes, shall we? They're going to be pushing up mid again. And we'll see whether Gavin's going to have any response to that. And he said no, he's going to be firing down B long, but obviously there's no one there. Now the Odin gang are just going to be rotating through, giving away their position there. Noah, hello. There comes Spy's recon drone. And that just immediately gets taken down, giving them an opportunity. Now they're going to sit on the portal here and wait. That is a big thing. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks scary. So we're going to avoid it. However, Nox is on the flank and getting ready to make some plays here, it seems. Spy's just going to be sitting there watching the portal, but it seems like Gavin's going to be the first one here to engage. He sees one. And he's going to be dropping the Astra ball on them and going to be doing some cool Astra stuff. But they're on site. Joe's going to be planting. And the question is Gavin going to have anything to say and or do about that? The answer seems to be no. Nox just shutting down Joe with the help of Gavin and leaving Noah in a 1 versus 3. Unwinnable. But he's just going to be spraying that Odin. It only hits Nox very slightly. And instead just losing it out. Again, just the 3 Odin doesn't work. And another flawless round coming in from the SGS. And well, we're in round 8 now. And yet somehow nothing seems to have drastically changed. I haven't lost a little thing on my mic, I'm just going loopy, sorry for that noise. But we're 39 minutes into the series now, and still seemingly nothing's going to be coming out from our Discord guys, which is the interesting part. I'd expect more from them by now, but instead we're not. I was hoping they'd be making some plays by now, but it doesn't seem it is. But they're going to be trying that long B approach, it seems. And Just getting a bit. It's not long, but I swear this thing used to be long. Or am I just loopy? I swear this thing used to be different. Maybe I'm just being really loopy. But anyway, Gavin gets out. One of them goes through the portal, and it seems as if they all retreat. However, Gavin seems hell-bent on following with the shorty there. And he comes through. Joe knows he's right there. Gavin hits his shots, but Joe misses his. And second bursters from the shotgun, going to be getting it. The problem is, the only thing Gavin's got here is the shotgun. So instead he's going to be taking the martial off from Joe. Going to get the shot onto Joe, leaving Noah in another 1 versus 3. But he's got the jet ult. He could get some frags here, but I don't see it happening. He misses the burst and just walks straight into 2 of them. Special game service getting another flawless round up onto the board. But it does not matter. We've got more rounds to play now. As you can see here, we've had basically a flawless half. Well, we have had a flawless half. I think most of these rounds have been flawless. Currently, as it stands, of the 9 rounds won, only 3 of them were not flawless. 6 of the 9 so far. So a 66% rate of these rounds have been flawless. So it's just showing the dominance that the SGS are having over this game. Now, we're going to be seeing more of a spread out approach here. However, Nox and Joe are going to be getting in the engagement. Nox winning the initial engagement. Eddie seemingly going to be going for the refrag, but falling short to... Oh no, Eddie's going to actually get that. I can't read a kill feed properly. Anyway, Eddie's going to be having a bit more of an engagement with Gavin there, with the Bulldog. You know, let's get out, but Gavin's going to be pulling out a shotgun. Going to be losing it, and now it's a 1 versus 1 between Spy and Eddie. So let's see how it's played out here. Spy's just watching the long sight line here with the Odin, and the question is whether Eddie walks right into that or not. Tripwire going out to protect the flank, but Eddie doesn't realise Spy is right there and watching with the Odin. Captures the orb, which gives him his ult.
Give me a corpse.
And used on a dead player, and look at that, there's a dead player.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
But it doesn't seem as if he able to find himself a dead player. That's all Eddie wants right now. He wants a dead player. If he finds a dead player, interrogate them, and their location is being pulled out. Instead, Spy's going to be rotating around. And it seems to rotate away. Just keep in mind time
30
now.
seconds left.
Eddie's losing out on time. However, he gets on to B, and Spy Fox seems ready to come around to greet him there with the Odin. The cage is coming around. Spy knows where he is and where he's going to be coming from. It's just a question is, Eddie's got 15 seconds. He's got to make the play. The question is, he's going to walk straight into Spy, and Spy's just going to be able to win it. Not a flawless round, but still persistent showing from the SGS nonetheless. And that seems to be the name of the story for the majority of these matches. It seems to be a very, what I would say, describe as a fractured take from the AL Discord. They're very much struggling to play coordinated as a team, it seems. And that lack of teamwork and cohesion is what's costing them rounds and what's effectively going to cost them this entire series. They're just losing out on these rounds, and as a result... And what you find is a lot of them find themselves in clutch situations where they can do it. They can do it in these clutches. But they're not capable of doing so in a timely manner. Spy Fox picking up 1 on the Odin there. Bloody hell, that sound. That's loud. I don't know if the stream cuts that off, but I really need to just practice more Valorant. Anyway, Joe's going to fall to the Odin again, and another flawless round for the SGS. Spy just dominating with the Odin again.
Last round in the half.
So, evidently, just dominant playing there. Spy just going on ham with the Odin. And strangely enough, I did mention Noah not being star fragger of our Discord team earlier, or one of the up there fraggers, but it doesn't seem like he's actually playing as well on the frag. And it could be and while it's not good to place blame, it could be the link that is counteracting, and it's that lack of Valorant knowledge, because it's, as one of the things that I pointed out throughout these rounds is consistently down between the AL Discord guys is their lack of teamwork. Now I do apologise, the stream is kind of a bit of a rant, but hello, Nox is about to walk right into Joe. Joe with the operator just shutting him down. Leaving Gavin and Spy in a 1-on-2. Not a 1-on-2, a 2-on-3. Joe, of course, going to be making it out with that operator, but going to be getting revealed by Spy. Spy's just sitting up there and going to be getting sniped out by Gavin. Now, Eddie knows what's going on here, but that Astra just seems to be making work. Now, the shotgun's going to be coming out, the dual shotguns of Gavin. Will this make a play? He's about to walk right behind Eddie. Spy continually gunning things down. Eddie going to be taking some damage, but so's Gavin. Shotgun going down, and it's now Gavin in a 1 versus 3 with the Bucky. But they've done this before. It could be well done again. It's just a question of whether the Our Discord guys push all at once. Going to be getting a pick onto Eddie, but leaving Noah in his sightlines. Now the question is, does Noah get it? No, he doesn't. Gavin's going to be at half health. Joe sees him, and hello. Gavin's now got the assault rifle, something a bit more formidable for these rangers. Going to be getting a pick onto Noah, leaving Joe in the 1 versus 1. As I said, Gavin could very easily clutch this out, and the question is... And hello, it seems like something's going to be going on here. There's a giant divide going down the entire map. However, Gavin seems to know where he is, and Joe is going to be getting sprays onto it, but he needs to get a pick on Joe, and he does it. The question is, does he have enough time to get the spike? And it seems as if he does. Gavin with the 1v3 clutch, just able to get this out, it seems.
Hey people, come
And
on now. I'm anticipating my
what a clutch.
congratulations.
And the flawless half
Switching sides.
from
Match point.
the SGS. The question is, do they make this flawless half a flawless game, or do they fall 1 round? All the Our Discord guys can
Should I
root
play
for
some
now
stars in this
is
reality?
1 round, just 1 round in their favour, or is it, are they going to lose out on that potential fall in the flawless? See what happens. Final round goes underway. And let's have a look at our defensive structure. I don't know why I'm flying up like this but it seems like the Our Discord is focused on A, but it seems like SGS is going to be going for a B. So it seems like we're going to be having a bit of a retake situation here for the Our Discorders, which could prove problematic for them. Anyway, let's see how it goes here. Gavin, they're going to be moving up surely through B, but as little did the Our Discord realise, there's no one there. Noah and Joe seem like they're going on a flanking manoeuvre while Eddie guards sight. It's just a question is, does the flank get pulled off before they get to site? The SGS are already pretty much on site, and they're getting in. Gavin gets in, realises, hey guys, it's all clear, and the rest of them are just going to be flooding on in. Eddie's going to be coming through the portal. They're going to be flanking round, and now it's going to be a retake situation coming here from the Our Discorders. Spike's going down, as no one's surprised. Now the Our Discorders barely got time to work with. Opening gunfight there, going between Noah and Nox. Going to be just teamwork there, and now it's just Joe in a 1v3. He's going to be healing up, but the rest of them know where he is. And Spy securing the flawless round, but a flawless match. What an impressive showing there from the SGS. Now, let's have a talk about that one, shall we? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a frankly phenomenal showing it was from the SGS there. Just absolutely crushing it out throughout all rounds, as you can see here on my lovely little board. I've got a bunch of little notes, and I forgot to take in the first map. So, and that ends our series with Bind, of course. Did that work for you? That worked for me phenomenally. I would just like to add, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of those 13 rounds you won, only 5 of them weren't flawless. The other 8 were spot on. And while you probably took some damage, you didn't lose them out entirely, which is very much, well, to say the least, impressive. You guys just crushed some of our best players out there on the SGS. They just crushed some of our Discord's best fighters, which is no easy feat, mind you, but the SGS made it seem like one. So very impressive, and we're still playing the third yet. It's up to you guys. You can have a chat amongst yourselves if you want to play the third. I won't be casting it because my voice is tired and, you know, I need to work on this out. But if you guys want to play the third... added rule for you guys. Well, actually, it was Joe that composed the teams, actually. I said to Joe originally, you can compose teams. He said maybe not, you guys will be too strong as a group. And then he had a change of heart and said, no, you guys won't be too strong together. So I'm not going to blame Joe for a one-sided matchup, but we'll blame Joe for one. He was the one that did the teams. It was his idea to get you involved. And cringe, I call hacks. Eddie, you call hacks. However, I would like to call in all of these flawless rounds here. We've got 8 rounds here. And there is so much going on here. We've got an ace with the Odin on the 4th round. A lot of Odin. The Odin consistently popped up in this round. And for some reason, the Odin just seemed to be what was winning it out. A lot of the time, Spy especially just dominating things out on that Odin with just dominant performance. It was just straight up showing this is exactly how you play Valorant. And it's no surprise, top of the leaderboard, both games around. MVP, Spy, congratulations. MVP, you and that Odin are like 2 peas in a pod, and it's just showing it down on that team. Every idea and ability was used, you had not an idea what's going on. And I can totally see that. I totally saw that in your game. You're looking at these things and going, what the bloody hell is that? And don't worry, I was there with you. But except I'm trying to cast it, which makes things 5 times harder. But no, we had a lot of 1v3s. You know, one of my favourite plays of that was that 1 versus 3 with the Bucky, that post-plant situation. That was on the 12th round there. That 1v3. And Eddie, have you been getting progressively drunk? Oh, God's sakes. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the Our Discord game night sorted. And that is the Valorant Face-Off done. And it goes into the favour of the SGS. And some will say to nobody's surprise. I will say too much to my surprise. I wasn't expecting you guys to perform so well. But very well played. Very well. Congratulations to Spy. Thanks again to all of the players who have come along and made this possible, and thank you all to you, the viewers, who have sat here through the stream watching my subpar Valorant cast. And I'm sure if someone goes and watches the replays, you'll notice numerous times I will say throughout the whole thing, Eddie uses the thing, or the Astra uses the Astra thing, or Astra stuff is coming inbound, because by the end of it, I still don't know this game. At the end of the day, I thought by the end of it I might have a chance at knowing this game. No, I don't. I still really don't know this game. But that is the nature of this game night, you know, expand on. I definitely can say I prefer casting Rainbow. It's a bit more of an analytical side, I think. That way this seems to be a lot more colour focused. Not my forte. Just it's hard to do colour in such a fast-paced game and observe. So anyway, Eddie, you took a swig of rum every time you lost. That is certainly something right there. We can have a look at those replays later on. But yeah, thank you again for everyone for coming along. And I hope you had a wonderful time with you watching, playing, or however. And we will be, well, actually, one thing I do want to announce, I won't be putting this live in the Discord just yet. Probably take like 15-20 minutes to go through. But next week, we will be doing 3 game nights. So there'll be 3 game nights on options. On Tuesday, the 15th of February, we will be doing a Jackbox. That one won't be streamed, unfortunately. I won't be streaming that one, but we will be running the Jackbox lobby as a bonus game night. If anyone wishes to come along, a bit more of a laid back, less competitive game night, I guess, because all of these so far have been quite competitive. And we've also got on Friday and a Saturday, we haven't decided which day will be which yet. I need to have a chat with Joe about that. One of them will be the Echo VR, run by Joe. I'm not doing any of that, but Joe said he's planning to do a Echo VR game night on either the Friday or the Saturday. And then the other one will be a rematch of the Rowdy Rainbow Rumble, where we'll see if the Orange team, and we need to give them a proper name at this point, but we'll be seeing whether the Orange team are capable of securing anything out. So that's what we got lined up for the half term. Do come back tomorrow if you're interested for the 2nd chapter of our Rolling Thunder campaign, where we have crushed down Vietnam and we will be hiding from the Viet Cong. It will be a very uncertainty is the key word of the operation. That's what I've gone into making it. I'm really looking forward to it this one. Lots of traps, lots of ambushes, all sorts of stuff to keep players on their toes, and I'd love it if you could come along and watch and see how our players fare. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and, you know, coming along for this great time, and we will see you all next week for the next game night. Have a good evening.